All right, kids, let's take a quick look at the markets. I made a video yesterday. Everybody was bullish. All the big YouTubers are bullish. I said, we're dumping. CPI data is going to suck. We're in a recession. Get ready for Bitcoin to go back under 20,000. Looks like the CPI numbers came out today. 0.1% inflation still, which means inflation is still going up. It has not stopped, and that means the Fed will probably be very bullish, at least for the next year, and that means the markets have tanked. So we got Bitcoin at hovering around 20,800. All your favorite altcoins have pretty much dumped. Cardano at 47 cents. Solana at 35, Matic down to 86. I mean, not a huge dump. I would have expected, Bitcoin actually probably dumped the most out of most of these altcoins. But like I said, folks, a lot of people are thinking we're going to go to $24,000, $25,000, $30,000 Bitcoin around the corner. It's just not happening, folks. It's not happening for a while. We might get some weird, crazy pumps for whatever reason, but things are going to be bearish for the foreseeable future. So great time to accumulate, and that's what I'm doing. The one coin I really want to accumulate is Matic, and that's really nowhere near as low. Under 75 cents for Matic is what I'm looking at. So once again, CPI numbers came out. We have the stock market pretty much selling off. Dow is down 800 points. So, overall just shitty. Now, the biggest inflation number, I believe, was the food cost, which everybody knows. You go to the supermarket, it's expensive. When I go out to restaurants with my friends, they've raised the prices on every menu item. I'm a big like brunch guy. I go out and walk my dog. I'll work out, and I like to get myself an egg bagel with an iced tea. I've been getting that for the past 10 years. It cost me $4.50 for both. The egg sandwich was $3.50, and the iced tea is $1. Now it's $8. So now I only go out 2 or 3 days a week. It doubled. My breakfast has doubled over the past 2 years. I talked to the owner about it. He said, not my fault. Everything has doubled. He said, my egg prices have doubled. My cheese prices have doubled. The guy I get my bagels from has doubled. He said I should really raise it more like 70%, but I'm trying to be nice. So once that happened, this was about a year ago, that happened with me, I just realized the country was in the shitter. Because there's people who can barely afford food as it is. You basically raise most of the food costs by 50%. And yeah, it is 50%. Restaurant costs, drink costs. I used to be able to go out and get a Captain Coke at the local Mexican place. It's a chain Mexican place up the road. Captain Coke, $5.50. It's now $9.50. Everything has doubled. The country is going into the shitter, and it's because the Fed and the government have printed money for the last 20 years, inflation through the roof. And that's why it's good to not be holding the dollar, to have other assets other than the dollar, because your dollar has been devalued. So it's a great to hold crypto, even though it's dumping, because in the end you will win, and real estate as well. So yeah, this is going to be a down day, folks. I do expect Bitcoin to probably touch under 20,000. Then we'll probably get a pump back up to like $21,000 or $22,000. I mean, look, it's not the end of the world. A lot of people expected this, but we're kind of like throwing the baby out with the bathwater right now. That's kind of what happens with these dumps, especially with the stock market. It'll probably be down 1,000 points by the end of the day, and then maybe tomorrow will rebound a little bit. But that doesn't change the fact that we're going to be bearish. I've said this for the past 6 months to a year. Bitcoin's going to be in a range between $15,000 and $40,000 for the next year. That's where it's going to be. I see Bitcoin pumping up to $30,000 at some point this year, maybe January, maybe December, but then it's going to dump right back down to 20. There's nothing bullish happening, at least for the next year, because if you believe in the 4-year cycles, the next Bitcoin halving isn't until 2024. And now with the Fed has to be bullish for at least minimally the next 6 months. So minimally for the next 6 months, it's going to be a shitstorm going into the winter. And that's what I'm ready for. I have plenty of money on the side to buy. But don't believe any of these guys telling you we're going to the moon. Don't believe any of these guys telling you we're going to go bullish. Any YouTuber who has told you that, do not listen to them. I saw a bunch yesterday that maybe it was all clickbait on their titles, which is even more deceiving. A lot of YouTubers saying they're bullish. Things are changing, blah, blah, blah. Anybody who says that and they're serious about it, that's how you know don't listen to a word they say. They have no gauge in the market. If you're bullish when the country is in a recession and inflation numbers are where they are and the whole every country Every European country is looking at a giant energy crisis this year, and they also have inflation. And if you're bullish on Bitcoin when all that's happening, you have no gauge in the market, and you have no business giving people any advice on the internet or YouTube about cryptocurrencies because you're a complete moron. Thank you. Have a good day.